Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And today is a book review. I'm gonna do a book review. I know, Boo Radley. Boo Radley's down here. He's like, I am doing a book review of the book, Even White Trash Zombies Get the Blues by Diana Rowland, which is the second installment in the, I don't even know what it's called, White Trash Zombie series. The first one, which we read for Peter's Book Club. If you want to join Peter's Book Club, it's listed below. We are currently reading the Galaxy book, The Last Day of the Galaxy, the Douglas Adams book. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, Diana Rowland's My Life as a White Trash Zombie was the first book that we read. I immediately went right in and I bought the Audible version for the second one, and I started reading the second one. He is so begging for Daddy's attention today. He's like, Daddy, can I please be in the video? Yes, you can, be Radley. So I immediately went and I bought the Audible version of the second installment, which is Even White Trash Zombies Get the Blues. Now, I will tell you, okay, if you're coming to this video and you're wondering why the title is not in, in the thing, it's because the last time they almost didn't let me post the video, I think, and it was demonetized because, not that I care about videos being demonetized over here, but because it has white trash in the title of it. So I was like, I'm just gonna, so I have no idea what the title is right now, okay? Book review, best book review ever, worst book review ever, I don't know. Something, but anyway, maybe it's because it has zombie in the title of it, I don't know. Are we afraid of zombies? Are you afraid of zombies? So, if you're afraid of zombies, this series is probably not for you. But anyway, this series is so fantastic, and I said in a video a couple days ago, I said, 2018 might be the year of the series for me, because I'm really excited about reading the Harry Potter books. I just started Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban last night, which is the September read. So if you don't know, which you don't know is a lot, I am reading a Harry Potter book every month until I'm done. July was The Sorcerer's Stone. August, I almost said February. I was like, why February? July was The Sorcerer's Stone. August was Chamber of Secrets. And this month is Prisoner of Azkaban. So if you want to read it with me, read it with me. I'm having a blast reading them. I'm listening to the Jim Dale Audible version. And then I am also continuing on with this series. So I'm really into the whole series thing right now. So this series is about a girl named Angel Crawford. She's in her early 20s. And she suffers from a lot of drug addiction issues, and her dad is an alcoholic, and she's on probation for buying a stolen car, which wasn't really her fault, but she's on probation anyway because her boyfriend set her up, and the whole thing's, it's kind of very, very funny, tongue-in-cheek at the same time. But what I love about this series, okay, number one is that I love, love, love anything zombie. And every person out there that said, if you love this, you need to watch iZombie. So I'm going to start watching the show iZombie. But it's very similar to the feeling of how she writes is very familiar to me, or very similar to Rhiannon Frater that wrote As the World Dies about the zombies, but it also reminds me a lot of Charlaine Harris that wrote the Sookie Stackhouse novels, which ended up becoming True Blood. If you like Charlaine Harris, you will love Diana Rowland, who I called Rowland forever, then somebody said it's Rowland, just so you know. Which I should have known because it's on the Audible version. But it's really, really good, and it's not just about her being a zombie. I mean, that's a huge part of it, but it's also about relationships and her dealing with, like, her father and being codependent and all this kind of stuff. And what's really interesting about this is that it's really kind of a story about a girl that self-defines herself as having no life until she died and became a zombie, and then she had something to live for. And so it's a really interesting turn on this whole kind of zombie theory. I mean, she's fighting to live in these books, and she is just such a phenomenal character. In my live stream when I did it, people said that they thought that Angel was a fantastic character, but a lot of the side characters were very flat. I can see people saying that. That is not my take. There are some characters that I feel like are stronger than others, but I don't really care so much about that. Not every character in a book needs to be fully developed for me to enjoy a story, or, you know, whatever. I mean, this isn't the deepest read you're ever going to read, okay? This is not going to probably be on Oprah's book list or anything like that, but it did make it to Peter's Book Club, so sorry, Oprah, I got this one. But, you know, it's a really interesting series, and I'm, like, so into it right now, and I would highly recommend, I'm highly recommending this book to everybody in my life. I told my best friend, she doesn't love zombie stuff, but she watches The Walking Dead, and I said, will you please try this book? I think you will really enjoy it. So okay, this is not the book I just read. So the book I just read was the sequel to it, which is Even White Trash Zombies Get the Blues. I listened to it on Audible, so I don't have the physical copy of the book. It picks up exactly, and I mean exactly, like right after the first one ends, which I love when books do that. And I was so mad. Orange is the New Black didn't do that this year, and I was so lost at the beginning of it. But it ends right where the last book ends, or it starts where the last book picked off. It picks up right where the last book ended. So anyway, and it continues with certain storylines that weren't finished, but they weren't cliffhangers either. There's a whole new storyline to this. There's a whole new mystery, which gets kind of solved by the end of the second one. But there's still lingering things that could happen in a third one. And so there's a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth. So I'm really excited. And I hope, I haven't read the whole series, so please don't tell me, don't ruin it for me. But I hope the series can even maybe go on longer than that, and more than 6 books. It's very, very easy to read. Trust me, if you will be rooting for Angel Crawford. I mean, she's just the character that she's, you know, you want her to succeed. And I love to read a book like that. I love to read a book that is about an unsuspecting hero, if that makes sense. And she is definitely that. I gave both books 5 stars. I thought they were fantastic, and I'll tell you why. I usually only save like 100% for books that have some really profound meaning to me or make me think in a different way or change something. And what I really liked about this, and I really think that these books are highly, highly underrated, is that they aren't just a zombie, okay, story, which is very, I think, relevant right now. So many people are writing zombie stories and vampire stories and all this kind of stuff. So it's relevant, okay? There's a plethora of zombie stuff out there, but it's done so well. I mean, there's some creativity in there about things I've never seen before when it comes to zombies, and I watch a lot of zombie stuff and read a lot of zombie stuff. So there's stuff in there that I've never seen before. But on top of that, there's also this human side of Angel, and you really get to see like family relationships torn apart and repaired, romantic relationships torn apart and repaired. You really get to see her as a human being. You really get to see her grow as a person, and for me, that was what took it from like a 95 to 100, because that I really could invest in her as a person and as a character. And when I can really invest in a character, then I'm in it to win it. So 100%, 5 stars. I would love to meet Diana Rowland. She whipped up a character that I will never, never forget. I love Angel Crawford. So if you're looking for something completely new, something completely different, and you haven't read this, check it out. My Life as a White Trash Zombie, followed up by the book that this was supposed to be the review for, Even White Trash Zombies Get the Blues. Both of them, 5 stars for me and 100%. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.